ready for week 14? Already week 14. Season's almost over, but we got a little bit more to prove as the Buffalo Bills get ready to go up against the New York Jets for round 2. We saw what happened in round 1. Bills come out victorious 41-10. What's happened in round 2? Let's preview it right now. Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please be sure to do so. Always giving you good Bills content here on this channel, and we are live every single Sunday for the Buffalo Bills games. We will be live this Sunday as the Buffalo Bills are home to play the New York Jets. The 4-8 Bills go against the 3-9 New York Jets. They come to Buffalo. Last game we played in East Rutherford, beat them 41-10 with Matt Barkley as our starting quarterback and Josh McCown as their starting quarterback. Hoping that that's completely different this week as Buffalo Bills will have Josh Allen, and it looks like the New York Jets might start Sam Darnold. So battle of the rookies, that's what we wanted to see when the season started, when we saw these two teams draft quarterbacks. We were hoping to see battle of the rookies. Didn't get that the first time, but here we go. Then we all know about Josh Allen's progression, how he's been doing week after week so far the past 2 weeks, pretty much beating teams with his legs, right? Or at least keeping us in games with his legs. We lost last week, of course, but keeping us in games with his legs. Rushed for over 100 yards last week and rushed for 99 yards against the Jaguars the week before that. I obviously, as you heard in a different video, I would love to see him do more with his arm. I've seen some of those running plays where he could have checked down to one of the receivers, missed him. So I'm not sure if that's a sign that he's missing his receivers or just feels like he can get more yards by running the ball. I don't know, but I really hope he is seeing those receivers on the field. That will come in handy later down the line, maybe even in this game right here. As we look at two teams, very similar, guys. The New York Jets, the Buffalo Bills, very similar teams. We'll talk about the 30th ranked offense in the New York Jets versus the 31st ranked offense in the Buffalo Bills. We're talking about two pretty good defenses. The Jets numbers don't show how good of a defense they are, but that's because of a lot of turnovers on the offensive side of the ball. We know that from experience as well. We've had a lot of turnovers on the offensive side of the ball. That's why we're ranked like 16th in points allowed, and we have the second best defense because our offense is giving teams points, or was giving teams points. I mean, you look at that Bears game, we gave them 2 touchdowns in that one. You look at the Houston Texans game, gave up a touchdown in that one. You look at the New England Patriots Monday night game, gave a touchdown in that one. That's just a couple rattling off my head of times where our offense has been on the field and the other team has scored. We need to stop that. Stop it. And we have the past couple weeks, and we see what happens. We're in games, we're winning games, and that's what happens when your offense doesn't make mistakes. Another thing we have to stop, guys, those penalties. Guys, penalties are killing us. I don't know if you guys know this, we're averaging 8.4 penalties a game. 8.4 penalties a game. That's insane. That's crazy. And we're averaging over 100 yards of penalties a game. And that cost us last week against the Miami Dolphins. That almost cost us 2 weeks ago against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It keeps costing us games. And there's been games where we haven't had that many penalties, but that just means the games where we do have penalties, we have more than 8. You know, we talked about last week's game, we had 13 penalties in one game for over 100-some yards. You can't do that and expect to win a game. You know, the only reason why it worked against Jacksonville is because Jacksonville had the same problem. Maybe it was the officiating crew that had the problem throwing the yellow flags, and maybe not the teams. But still, if they're calling a game that tight, you have to know that early on, and you have to be disciplined. You know, and I don't know if that's on Sean McDermott and the coaching staff. I don't know if it's on this players, but you need to be able to know what you have to do to not have that happen. So that's my take on that. We need to stop the penalties, guys. That's one thing going into the rest of the season I want to see us improve on. You know, offensive line keeps getting better and better as things get moved on, but obviously with Bodine going down, him needing surgery, he's out for the rest of the year. We'll see what happens with Groy. I thought he did pretty good last game when he came in because Bodine got hurt really early in that game, maybe the second offensive play. Third offensive play, it was a 3rd and 1 that they QB sneaked Allen, and he got hurt on that play, and Groy came in, did the rest of the game, played pretty well, I thought, and so we'll see how he does moving forward. That offensive line is shuffling again now because of that injury, so we'll see how the offensive line does for Josh Allen. But that's what we're looking for in this game, Josh Allen versus hopefully Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold leads the league in interceptions thrown, and that bodes well for our #1 pass offense. That's right, you heard me right. The Buffalo Bills have the #1 pass offense. So tell me break down this game. I did bring in an expert of the New York Jets. I brought in Jets Central. His link for his YouTube channel is in the description below. So if you haven't already checked out Jet Central, be sure to do that, man. He has great videos. He does a pick'em every week. He does great Jets videos, and he also talks about other teams too. He's talked about the Bills. He's talked about Josh Allen. He loves Josh Allen, and so he has a couple videos on him. So check him out, subscribe. I want to thank him for joining me. We'll get to that video in a second, where we go over this game a little bit more in depth and we talk more about the Jets and some things from the season. But let's talk about this game, statistics from this game, going into it, where both teams stand, what our strengths are, what their strengths are, and what we need to do. What are our 3 keys to victory in this game? So let's get right into it, and then we'll get into that video. So looking at this team again, very similar the Jets and Bills. The Jets have the 30th ranked offense. We have the 31st. They have the 30th pass offense. We have the 31st. Now, our rush offense is a little bit different. We're ranked 12th in rushing. They're ranked, I believe it's 18th in rushing. I got this number for you right here. We're 12th. They're actually 19th in rushing with 108.6 yards per game. We're averaging 121 yards of rushing a game. But let's be honest, guys. That's a lot to do with Josh Allen, what he's done these past 2 games, rushing for over 250 yards total in the past 2 games. That's great. But is that something a quarterback can continue to do? Is that a stat we can continue to rely on to help us win these games? Maybe it won't come. Maybe we can this week, but I don't think we can on a regular basis. So we'll see what happens. The Jets defense, if they have a weak spot, actually is the rushing game. They're the 26th ranked defense when it comes against the run, allowing over 128 yards per game. We're obviously first in pass defense, as I said before. In total defense, we're ranked 2nd overall in total defense, only behind the Baltimore Ravens, who have a really good defense. And then the Jets are ranked 23rd, but that's a little deceiving, if you ask me. Excuse me, if you have watched the Jets games, you know that can be deceiving just because of those turnovers. So those are some of the stats from this game. Like I said, at the end of the video between me and Jet Central, we'll get into the 3 keys to victory and also go over the injury report. Today is Wednesday. We shot this video on Wednesday. I'll be posting it on Thursday, but really all I'll get into is the Bills participants who did not participate in practice today. So let's take you to that the Jets Central video. Again, I thank him for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed to Jet Central, go to his channel, check him out. You'll see for yourself how much you like him and how good he does with his content. Subscribe to him as well. But thank you again. We'll get you that video, and then we'll come right back here to give you my 3 keys to victory. So enjoy. And we're here with Jet Central. Jet Central, thank you for joining me on Believers Talk.
Hey, man, thanks so much for having me on. Bills and the Jets, a great rivalry. Cannot wait for this Sunday.
Absolutely, yeah. We got the better of you in the first matchup. Obviously, maybe you're looking for a little revenge here. And this time, we finally get the matchup we want with the 2 rookie quarterbacks. So my first question to you is, what have you made of Sam Darnold so far?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen and Sam Darnold have both pretty much impressed me this season.
Yeah.
Looking at Darnold specifically, I think he has turned the ball over at an alarming rate, and I don't necessarily like all the interceptions. I think he actually leads the league in picks. Not very good. But bottom line is that whether it's Darnold, Allen, your guy, Mayfield, Rosen, Lamar Jackson, they're all going to throw picks, right? They're all young quarterbacks. They're all rookies. So I'm not too angry about it. And, bottom line is he's flash. I think Darnold will be the guy moving forward.
Okay. And that kind of leads me to that. I mean, we both come from the same situation, Bills fans and Jets fans, where our quarterback was hurt for a chunk of the season. Darnold just come back this week, and Allen come back a few weeks ago. How do you feel about Darnold coming back? Would you rather him come back and get the reps, or would you rather him sit out until the end of the season and then start over next year?
Right. It's a great question. I can answer. I feel like I would be fine with both, but if it was up to me, I think I would just give Darnold the clipboard and have him sit on the bench just because I don't believe in Todd Bowles. I look at this offensive line, it's a makeshift offensive line. There's holes all over the place. And then plus Todd Bowles, he's probably going to be gone at the end of the season. Why are you going to force a kid out there to memorize plays, to go through the offensive game plan and just go through that meat grinder, I guess, if he's going to be having to learn a whole new system in the offseason anyway? I mean, I personally would just put him on the bench, let him watch McCown.
Yeah, I even as I asked the question, I was thinking, that's the difference in our situations. Like for Josh Allen, it's nice to have him go in there and get the reps because first-year offensive coordinator. We know the coaching staff will probably be mostly the same going into the next season. Where with the Jets, yeah, I mean, I'm still surprised Todd Bowles is even there. But what to you has been the biggest disappointment this season for the Jets?
Biggest disappointment? Yeah, I mean, it's another great question because to be honest with you, I didn't really think that the Jets were like a Super Bowl team going into the season.
Right.
I didn't think that we were going to win the East. So I would say my biggest disappointment has just been the overall passing game. We looked at Robbie Anderson and Jermaine Kearse having pretty solid seasons last year, and then looking at what they've done this season, it's nothing compared to last season. And due in part by a rookie quarterback, not having McCown out there, a guy with a lot of chemistry with Kearse and Anderson. But I would just say the inability to throw the football, because that is just watching the Rams, watching the Chiefs on offense. It's just such a luxury. Like, why can't we do that?
Right.
It's so hard to get one first down.
Right, yeah, and the wide receiver you didn't mention, who I actually always liked for the past 2 seasons at least, is Enunwa. I've been a huge fan of Enunwa, and I haven't even heard his name much this season. So
yeah, and he's been healthy and stuff like that. It's just a tough go. We just cannot throw the football worth anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think we both agree that we both feel like Todd Bowles will be gone at the end of the season. Do you have anyone in mind? We know Mark McCarthy is obviously now on the market. Anyone in mind who you think would help this team?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few guys that kind of pop into my head. I mean, probably number one right now, I would look at Zach Taylor and Press Taylor, the brothers. Zach Taylor's the Rams quarterbacks coach, and then Press Taylor's the Eagles quarterbacks coach. I think getting somebody from like the Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan coaching tree would be great for Darnold, and just a young, offensive, innovative thinker.
Yeah. So I need to get into it. Obviously, let's talk about the game this Sunday. I think the Bills at this point are favored, not by much, but I think that's the way it works. What do the Jets need to do in order to beat the Bills in this game?
Well, I don't want to bring up last game, not like the last time that we played, just because I felt like that was just such a weird game. Like Matt Barkley comes in, the Jets just quit like literally after the first play. I think the first play of that game was literally Matt Barkley chucking it like 50 yards, and you scoring on 2 plays on offense.
Right.
You definitely had our number in that game. I'll give you credit. I'll give the Bills and their fans credit for that victory. But in this game, I think. What the Jets need to do in this game to pull out the victory, we got to run the football. I mean, Crowell has got to get going. Eli McGuire, he's a younger player on our team. We have to be able to run the football. It's still up in the air who's going to be playing quarterback. So whether it's McCown or Darnold, we just need to give our quarterbacks a chance for 3rd and shorts. Like I said before, we can't really pass the ball at all. And then Buffalo's defense is fantastic against the pass. I think they're actually number 1 in pass defense. So it's going to be a tough task. We're going to be in Buffalo. The New York Jets and Todd Bowles, they struggle when they don't play at MetLife. But yeah, we're just going to need to run the football on offense. And then on defense, I think we have to just keep Josh Allen in the pocket and kind of make him beat us with his arm.
Sure.
Like, I mean, you guys just cut Kelvin Benjamin and I believe Andre Holmes, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So I trust our corners, Trumaine Johnson and these guys, like on your. And I'm not taking a shot at your wide receiving core, but just you guys are a few men down, So I trust our number 1 and number 2 going up against, like you're probably 4 and 5 guys on your squad. So not making sure Josh Allen stays in the pocket because everybody knows he can run and pick up first downs. I mean, he ran for over 100 yards against Miami. The guy's a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we love Josh Allen here in Buffalo. We're very excited about him. He ran for over 250 yards the last 2 games combined. So, yeah, obviously keeping him in the pocket will be key to victory. But yeah, any other thoughts on the Jets coming into this week? Anything you wanted to add?
Let's just see if Todd Bowles makes it out another week. I mean, I think we're on like a 7-game losing streak. We got embarrassed by Miami, and the following week to you guys. Then we had the bye week, 2 weeks to prepare for New England. Lost that game, 16-point lead lost or blown to Tennessee. So I'm hoping we can just be competitive. I'm really – and I feel bad for, guys like Jamal Adams and stuff like that, like young players that just really want to win but just can't. We're just stuck. We're just spinning our tires over and over. Same problems each and every week. So, I just hope we can be competitive and play tough defense.
Well, Jet Central, thank you for joining me on this stream. I look forward to the matchup, and we'll probably be talking back and forth throughout the week. So good luck this Sunday.
Yeah, man, sounds good. Thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. If you haven't already checked out Jets Central, his link is in the description below. Check him out. Again, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you soon.
Sounds good, man.
All right, take care. Again, I want to thank Jets Central for coming on to my show and breaking down the Jets a little bit for us, breaking down this game a little bit for us. Great channel, great guy. Again, you guys want to go over there, hit that subscribe button. We did a collab video together as well for his channel, so go over there, check that video out. Be sure to like and leave a comment there. He'll get back to you. Again, great guy, and again, thank you, Jets Central, for doing that. So let's talk about the 3 keys to victory for our Buffalo Bills in this matchup against the New York Jets. Guys, it's all about the offense for me in this matchup against the New York Jets. I think our defense speaks for itself. I don't need to talk about them. We all know what our defense is. It's one of the best defenses in the league, and we're going to see that again this week. I don't see any reason why it won't be. The Jets, like Jet Central said, are going to want to concentrate on the running game, but hopefully our run defense can step up in this game like we did last week against Miami, and that will really shut down the run defense or the run offense for the Jets and make Sam Darnold have to beat us, just like he said they want to make Josh Allen beat us with his arm. So looking at our offense, I believe that the first key to victory is going to be to open up the run game by passing early in this game. You're talking about Robert Foster, getting him on those streak patterns down the field. Talk about Zay Jones, create some separation, guys. Whether we like it or not, Zay Jones isn't our slot guy anymore. He's actually on number 2 with releasing Kelvin Benjamin and releasing Andre Holmes. So he needs to be able to create separation. He needs to be able to make those grabs on first down, make it second, third, and short. One thing I didn't say about this Jets defense, guys, they're actually the best in the league in third down efficiency and allowing teams to get first downs after third downs. They don't do it. It's less than 30% or like right at 30%. So we need to have third and shorts. All right, or we need to get first downs on first and second down. Either way, that's what we're going to have to do to keep the chains moving, keep the offense on the field. Offense has been doing a lot better on not getting 3 and outs, but that's not going to be the case if we keep getting third downs this week because, again, the Jets have the best defense as it comes to third down efficiency. So we need to stay at third and shorts or get those first downs on first and second down, not worry about third downs at all. But we need to open up the run game by passing the ball. That's my first key to victory. Number 2, our running backs need to run the ball well. Not Josh Allen. Josh Allen's paid to throw the ball. We need LaShawn McCoy to step up. We need Chris Ivory to step up. We need Marcus Murphy to step up. Guys, where have you been? I know we're ranked 12th in rushing, but again, a lot of that's because of Josh Allen, not because of you guys. McCoy, only 1 game of over 100 yards rushing, but if you recall, that game was against the Jets just a few weeks ago. 2 touchdowns, 118 yards, I believe it was. So repeat that. Repeat that this week, and we have a chance to win. Chris Ivory, where you at, man? Those third and shorts I was talking about, you need to be there. You need to be able to get those tough yardage. That's what brought you in. I thought you've had a pretty good season for us. I'm not gonna lie. I've liked the effort. I liked the addition, but we need you on those third and shorts to step up. And then Marcus Murphy, he's been like a shadow. Like you don't even know where he is. I don't understand it. So a shadow, I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. Maybe it's Peter Pan shadow, run away. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. But all I'm saying is we need to see more from Marcus Murphy. Don't understand why we're not seeing him on the field more. I feel like he would add something to this offense. I've been saying that for weeks now, and I'd love to see him. I mean, it's not, again, we're 4-8. There's no like playoff admissions here or something like that. Let's see what we got on our roster. Why not? But that's what we need to have happen. That's our second key to victory. And our third key to victory, Jet Central kind of alluded to it a little bit in his video because the Jets are going to try to do the same thing because, again, the Jets and Bills, same team. So they're going to try to do the same thing. We need to win time of possession. We need to win time of possession. We need to keep that Jets defense on the field for as long as we can. We need to get them tired, and we need to get them to slow down so that way when Josh Allen breaks the pocket open, he has a room to run or room to look downfield and throw the long pass so that Chris Ivory and McCoy get lanes to run the ball so that Zay Jones can get more separation on those crossing patterns, on those quick slant routes, whatever he's going to run. Get that separation, get it early, get it often, get a lot of first downs, win that time possession, and we have a good chance to win this game. I'm not going to talk about turnovers. We know what it is with turnovers, right? You don't turn the ball over, you have a chance to win. I'm not going to talk about penalties any more than I already have. We know the Bills get a lot of penalties. That needs to stop. That just needs to stop. It's not key to victory. It just needs to stop. And it's a key to losing, okay? If you want to lose, commit more penalties, okay? and we need to be able to own that time of possession and control the line of scrimmage. Like that's what it's all about. Control those lines of scrimmage, and you'll win this game. Okay, we beat them 41-10. We can't. That was 4 weeks ago. I know this one's in Buffalo. I always enjoy that home cooking a little bit more, but that doesn't mean we guaranteed a victory here. So 41-10 the last time we played them. I think it's going to be a lot closer this game. If you join me on Sunday, you'll know exactly what I think the score is going to be and who I think is going to come out on top. So be sure to do that. Again, we go live every single Sunday for every single Buffalo Bills game. I look forward to seeing you guys there this Sunday as we play the New York Jets. Going into the injury report, again, it's Wednesday night here, so all I know is the people who did not participate today. We know that Taron Johnson had surgery. He is done for the season, so we wish him the best in his recovery. I've loved watching him progress from week to week to week this year. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing him next year in a Buffalo Bills uniform again and seeing what he can do as he continues to get better and better for this Buffalo Bills team. We know that Bodine needed to have surgery. He was hurt last week, and he needed to have surgery, so we know he's out for the season. So again, speedy recovery to you, big fella. A great job this year. I thought you held down the center position pretty nicely after the forced retirement of Eric Wood. So that was appreciated. Best of luck in your recovery. Look forward to seeing you next year in a Buffalo Bills uniform. But other than that, let's talk about the injury reports that we've heard of today. So both Lorenzo Alexander and Kyle Williams, they both get a day off. They always, I'm not going to say always, but most weeks on Wednesdays, they do not participate in practice, but that's simply a rest for them. These veterans get older, they don't need the reps like the young guys do. They get a rest day on Wednesdays. That's fine by me. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know, but I feel like it's good to let an over 10-year vet get his rest and not have to take the reps that the other guys do. But some of you might think, hey, if you're on this team, you need to get your reps. I understand that, but you need you guys to be best on Sunday. So other than that, Derek Anderson has a concussion still. I think he's out of concussion protocol now. He was limited in practice today. Again, even if he has passed concussion protocol, even if he's ready to play, we have our quarterbacks now. We have Matt Barkley as Josh Allen's backup, then we have Josh Allen as the starter. Derek Anderson's simply there now to hold clipboard and let them know what they're doing and what he sees out there and how to improve as NFL quarterbacks. And you know what? We should have had him from week one. I feel like we should have him from week one. I'm upset we haven't, but he's here now. Let's have Josh Allen and Matt Barkley learn from him. Jason Kroom was out last week. He did not participate again in practice this week. It does not look like he will be in this game either, as he's still suffering from a groin injury. And then John Miller was limited in practice, guard. He has an oblique issue that he's dealing with, so he is questionable for this week's game as well. But that is the list of injuries so far in the Buffalo Bills, a little bit shorter than what has been in previous weeks, so it's good to see us getting healthy. Obviously, it's not like we're going to make a playoff push or anything like that, but it's good to see us get healthy. Good to see what talent, what team we have to look forward to into the 2019 season. I look forward to the 2019 season already. I'm looking forward to this week's game. I'm looking forward to the end of the 2018 season. The season is far from over, guys. I know a lot of you are disappointed with how the season went, but this season is far from over. A lot of things we have to work on, a lot of things we have to improve on. I'm looking forward to it. Again, I hope to see you all this Sunday as the Buffalo Bills take on the New York Jets in Buffalo. Always enjoy that home cooking. Like I said, we will be here live for that game. So be sure to join me. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Like this channel. Give me a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt. I promise. I try to make it painless. And again, subscribe to this channel. We go live at least 2 to 3 times a week. We went live to break the Kelvin Benjamin news about him being released. We went live to do the post game of the Miami Dolphins game, and we go live every Monday during Monday Night Football. We go live every Thursday during Thursday Night Football. This Thursday, special guest, not UCF, we had him a few weeks ago. Jet Central came on again. Thank you to him. So we had to do the collaboration video a little bit differently, but I will be back live this Sunday for the game. So again, subscribe, like. Follow us on Twitter, the links in the description below. But we'll see you soon. Until then, go Bills.